people now are more conscious in the environment.
Everything has really a purpose. It's up to us how to utilize.
To be competitive, you have to be also loving to the environment because that's how to survive.
We don't have another planet. We have only one planet.
The micro, small, and medium enterprises, big as they are in terms of number, since they're about 99.6% of the total business establishments here in the country, are very vulnerable when it comes to climate change. Any shortage or scarcity of raw materials because of climate change can easily affect our micro, small, and medium enterprises. So we're really talking of a stoppage in production and, of course, no revenue or no income for them.
The Department of Trade and Industry promotes green economic development as a driver for competitiveness. The German government is supporting the Philippines by jointly implementing with DTI the Promotion of Green Economic Development Project, or ProGED.
In consultation with the Philippine government, both our Ministry of Cooperation as well as our Ministry of Environment commissioned quite a variety of larger projects to GIZ, tackling, I would say, a wide range of topics related both to mitigating and to adapting to climate change.
The objective of the project is to make micro, small and medium enterprises and all those institutions that are supporting micro, small and medium enterprises more environment friendly, climate smart and inclusive. We started in 2 provinces in 2013 in Bohol and Cebu with the value chain of tourism, where of course other supply chains are feeding into, like for instance transport or processed food, handicrafts, like other industries.
First and foremost, we have to sensitize our very own so that in doing so, we can multiply the number of agents who can reach out to our different clients.
The first 2 activities that we conducted was the sensitization and the value chain. The owner of Magsaysay Hillside Resort was one of the participants to these 2 activities. The main problem of the resort is on unstable power supply in addition to the high cost electricity in the province.
At least 40% of the energy cost ay natipid po namin. Dumami yung customers talaga dito. Na-amaze sila with the greening project.
Ang DTI naman is in touch with us. I-introduce din ninyo yung other greening activities like organic farming.
Ngayon, naging maganda yung benefit sa amin.
We conducted a sensitization of the SME Development Council. From there, we were able to influence the convergence group to include in the financial literacy, the project.
We are always sitting in all the meetings as well as activities of the ProGED, focused on the directions, implementations of the project targets, and how we can also address concerns that might be pertaining to how we can successfully implement these various targets.
Along the way, we try to synchronize what are the things that we are doing really to align with the national goals, trying to see how we can synchronize our activities with our sister province. There are lots of things that are going on here during the operational planning that we bring back to the drawing table when we meet with our counterparts.
Before, if you are using conventional farming, in 1 hectare rice planting, you will spend at least 50,000. But with ProGED, we were able to cut our production cost.
The greening the tourism value chain, and that was very useful because I realized that I was already doing something in that direction. That was a way of supplementing my knowledge, and it also gave me an avenue to be able to share what I already was doing.
I asked the help of ProGED to really find out where are we that time in the process of the green initiative.
Other farmers would say, oh, we were not able to sell because, organic is a niche market. But DTI helped us first, of course, with the trade fairs. They introduce our group to the market. They help us with our organic fertilizer production.
I submitted an application for the ASEAN Green Resort Award, and luckily we were able to bag that prestigious award. And then we shared what we learned from the process.
I see our role as one to inspire them. It is not only by receiving the award, but it's also in one way of cost savings in the measures that we will be implementing. No? It's a matter of doing things right in the first place.
DTI had been so very supportive with this property. We are being guided where the Go Greening program is being emphasized. All of the employees here are really getting involved into this Go Greening program.
There's a huge perception issue when it comes to upcycled materials. People always think that there's no value to it. It's hard to make trash look beautiful and desirable. You really have to think about how we can improve that form factor, improve the quality. We are definitely not the cheapest products out there in the market, but I think by emphasizing this, we are able to play to our strengths to come up with better positioning and better acceptance. With that, you improve your bottom line and everyone's happy.
It's not really that difficult to go green. In fact, it's the most sensible thing to do. It's economical, it promotes your resort, and it also helps promote your destination.
We can really see if we have to have a development adopting the triple bottom line approach, considering importantly the environment. And the whole province of Bohol can see us, that we are practicing green. So maybe the rest of the tourism destination who practice tourism, who have business in tourism, they can also mirror on how we're doing here.
One of the plans is really to institutionalize the greening at the provincial level. The Regional SMED Council will be also passing a resolution so that we can influence also in passing a national resolution to include the promotion of the green economy in the SME plan for the next PDP of this country.
So if somebody does a project on GED, it will encourage the others in the area to adapt also.
Through this roadmap, we were able to raise the awareness among our industry stakeholders and at the same time also conduct some capacity building among the staff of the BOI. Our industry champions continuously monitor the implementation of these recommendations. We are planning to craft incentives so as to attract more companies to go green.
Putting the green flavor into our activities, into our PAPs, would even make things more exciting, not only for our clients, but also for our staff, at no cost at all.
We ourselves at DTI needed to understand what this concept was all about. It was about sustaining quality of life and at the same time encouraging businesses and SMEs to explore opportunities in this new paradigm.
That being green was the way to go because it was responsible and it really brought less costly, hence increasing their competitiveness and productivity.
Well, there are challenges such as regularly convening the Green Economic Development Network, but because of our common interest to support and promote greening in businesses and communities, we at the Department of Trade and Industry strive to keep the fire burning to continue with our advocacy.
ProGED is actually one of the most relevant projects that we had. It's the first initiative that we had towards greening efforts. The Green Growth Core Group is in the forefront of assisting our small and medium enterprises. So we expect them to be the catalyst and to influence the different policies, programs and projects of the department towards becoming green.
We will make sure that our MSMEs really clearly understand the importance of greening their operations and going green because it is one, if not the only way for them to really be more competitive. And all our training programs as well also carry with it the greening advocacy so that everybody will talk green. That alone, I guess, would already say that the department believes and will always advocate greening.
We continue doing it because we're doing it now where we are, but if there's really a national policy or a global policy for this, then there's going to be support. And then, of course, we will, somewhere in the middle, we meet somewhere in the middle.
We want green to be part of the plan, to become competitive and be relevant to the environment because there's only one home, planet Earth.